As I previously reported, fuckboy Chris Light Brown was accused of attacking Karrueche Tran, punching her twice in the stomach and pushing her down a flight of stairs. You know, and of course he's innocent until proven guilty, but then again, he was proven guilty when it comes to beating the shit out of Rihanna. But you hoes still love you some Chris Light Brown. You're just so mesmerized by the way he looks and whatnot, and his actions don't mean anything to you heifers. Until it happens to you, then you want somebody to feel sorry for your punk ass. But anyways, he's innocent until proven guilty. I'm going to play fair for legal reasons. Shout out to Chris Brown, very talented guy. But if he's going around beating on beauties like Karrueche, then, you know, I'm no longer a fan. But you hoes can support him if you want. And I know you're going to, because you don't have a conscience. But anyways, the good people at the Jasmine brand posted an article on February 22nd of 2017. I know. It's about as late as some of you heifers periods, but that's because your mother kept me busy. Title of the article is Chris Brown Neighbor Confirms Singer Beat Karrueche Tran. I heard her scream for help. Let me go ahead and read to you this very informative article. The Jasmine brand wrote, Chris Brown's neighbor claims that on a number of occasions, she heard singer physically assault Karrueche Tran. A fine, okay, they didn't call it fine, but I'm adding that to the mix. A fine recording artist named KayCola claims that she lived downstairs from the singer and often heard Karrueche screaming. Shoot, I would have made... Anyways, she also says that the police were called on multiple times as well. She tweeted about the situation. Check it out below. Now, let me go ahead and read you these crazy tweets, man. Your girl KayCola, and her Instagram name is the Lucid Dream Queen. Yeah, I'm a lucid dreamer as well. Shout out to KayCola. Let me find out she's on some spiritual stuff. A fine woman who's on the spiritual tip. I like that. Anyways, back to what she said. She said, if you're really a Chris Brown fan, you will want him to get help, not make excuses for everything he does. That's real love. Y'all wonder why celebs get away with so much? Because of weirdos like you putting them on a pedestal, letting them get away with this crap. For real, thinking these fools are above the law. I don't regret sticking up for Karrueche or telling the truth. Whatever comes with it, I stand for what's right at all times, and I stand with KayCola. Her fine self. She went on to say, I'm a MILF. I'm sorry, I read that incorrectly. She said, I'm a mother. I was speaking what I was thinking. Anyways, I'm a mother. I've been through a lot. Trolls on the internet will never stop me from speaking out on justice and the truth. Women literally get murdered by men who act like this. And y'all think it's cute or she just wants attention? Get the fuck out of here. The point is, stop defending these assholes and always blaming the woman. It's sad and sick, and is why women don't speak out. I even got into it with Chris because his loud ass used to wake up my daughter. He was rude as fuck, and I had known him since he was a kid. I never spoke up because I didn't feel like it was my place. But hearing y'all say she's lying, I can't just sit by and watch this. Some of y'all are so delusional defending this man. It's sick. He will never get help or change because of yes man and weirdos like y'all. I used to cry over that situation, hearing her screaming at the top of her lungs, because I am also a victim of domestic violence. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. How the hell could you beat on a fine woman like KayCola or Karrueche? Anyway, some of y'all make me sick to my stomach talking about Karrueche's lying. I heard him beating her myself. I even called the police. Wow. Now, before I finish reading this article to you guys, if she called the police, then it's probably on record somewhere. Why would she make something like that up? I believe KayCola did hear things. Now, I'm not accusing Chris of anything for legal reasons. I'm not trying to get into any sort of legal situation. I'm just saying, though, that she heard something. I'm not saying it came from Chris or Karrueche. I'm just saying that she obviously heard something. If she felt the need to call the police, she obviously felt some type of way about it. Thank you, KayCola, for speaking up. I wish more people would speak up in situations like this. Like, don't let a monster become an even bigger monster. I'm not calling Chris Brown a monster for legal reasons. I'm just saying, if what she's saying is in fact true, then a person would be exhibiting monster-like behavior to be beaten on their tiny little defenseless and adorable sweet girlfriend like Karrueche. Because I mean, I never seen Karrueche be anything but sweet. But anyways, y'all know I'm a huge Karrueche fan, so I got Karrueche's back. Nunchucks on deck, fool. Got the nunchucks right here. I don't play. Karrueche Tran's bodyguard. But anyways, the article goes on to say she also explained on Got That Hip Hop Instagram account why she didn't speak up before. So Got That Hip Hop 1 on Instagram said at Chris Brown official, and Karrueche's old neighbor has tweeted. What I want to know is, how come it's taken at KayCola this long to speak out about all of this? Surely with an issue like this, you would speak out straight away. I wonder if the police ever done anything about it. Hashtag Chris Brown, hashtag Karrueche, hashtag KayCola. So KayCola went on to say the following to Got That Hip Hop. She left him. It wasn't my place to speak on her issues. However, now that she is speaking on it, I can't sit by and watch people say she's lying. That's what's wrong with our society. The police didn't do shit. They have been called out several times. Do your research. North Hollywood Police Station. Whoa. She dropped the name out. Anyways, I spoke to her about it and sent people upstairs and even went upstairs myself. I did what I could, and that's that. Wait, let me read Got That Hip Hop's response to KayCola. They said, at KayCola, thank you for clearing that up. I get where you're coming from. Hands up emojis. Let me tell you something, man. Thank you very much to Jazz Brand, KayCola, and Got That Hip Hop. KayCola is a very beautiful woman, as well as Karrueche. So what do y'all expect? You expect these two dimes to go Power Ranger on Chris Light Brown? I mean, think about it. Like, what are they supposed to do? If I'm for legal reasons, if what is being alleged is true, what are they supposed to do? Fight Chris Brown? Some of y'all watch too much TV. I mean, it's a very tricky situation. I mean, she said that this dude either pushed her down a flight of stairs or tried to, referring to Karrueche. And then this other lady right here saying, oh no, listen, I heard screaming like on more than one occasion. You know, very volatile situation to the point where she felt as if she needed to contact the police, being somebody from the outside. She felt as if she needed to speak up and try to have something done about it. But ladies, remember, if a man is abusing you, same thing with the guys. If you're with a woman who's abusing you, you need to leave that person. Don't give them a second chance to harm you again. Don't do it. No matter how many times they say I love you, no matter how many times they beg you to take them back, don't believe them. You need to block that love out of your mind. You need to block. I understand that you're human and you want to forgive people, but if you're in a relationship with somebody, then basically there's supposed to be a bond there that should not be broken. They should never cheat and they should never put their hands on you. Those are two things that they should never do. You know, if you want to forgive them because they told a lie to you, you know, you want to forgive them because they looked at somebody else in a way that you didn't like, or they spoke to you in a way that you didn't like, okay. But cheating and beating, those are the two no's in a relationship, period. I don't care how much you love them. It doesn't matter how long you've been together. Oh, I saw myself having children with them, or even if you had a child with the person already. Don't stick around like my girl KayCola was saying, you know, to the point where this idiot ends up killing you. It's not worth it. Think about it. Is your life really worth it? Is your life really worth, let's say, for example, you're with a celebrity. I'm not saying Karrueche is a gold digger. I'm just saying, no. Is the money really worth it? Is the penis really worth it? You gonna die for a dick or a dollar? You willing to die for it? And guys, are you willing to die for some coochie? Or let's say she's paying your bills. Are you willing to die for what's in her purse? Is it really worth it? Because there's women out here that stabbed their man to death and shot their man to death, all types of stuff. And there's women out here that punching. Hell, we saw what Jocelyn Hernandez was doing to Stevie J on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, beating the crap out of him. Right there in, what is the psychiatrist or psychologist's office? I'm pretty sure his name was like Dr. Jeff or something. But anyways, the point is this though. You don't sit around, and I'm not saying that Jocelyn would ever kill Stevie. I'm not saying that for legal reasons. I'm not saying that. I'm just using that as an example because she was beating on him on TV. Don't allow yourself to be in a relationship with a person who people talk about being disrespected, for example. They'll say, well, that person said this, that, and the third, and that's disrespectful, and I don't let anybody disrespect me. The ultimate disrespect is for somebody to cheat on you or beat on you. Nothing's more disrespectful than that. Cheating, you could bring back an STD, a person can get sick or die from it. Beating on somebody, you could die from that. You know, you might think, well, these scars will heal. It's just a black eye. So you're going to walk around wearing sunglasses for a couple of weeks and icing down your eye and come back to the person not knowing whether or not it's going to happen again. It should only take one time, you know, and don't be scared to speak up. Don't be scared to tell your quote unquote business on social media or go to the police. You need to tell somebody, because that will give you some sort of barrier of protection. You might say, well, the police didn't do anything in this situation. Tell you what, those police reports, if anything did ever happen to Karrueche, they have files on deck that they can go back to and say, well, there was a history of reported abuse. So even if it seems like those reports aren't doing anything at the time it's happening, if something does happen in the future, it may work to your advantage. So don't discount that. Unfortunately, these things are hard to prove sometimes. A lot of abusers are like, yeah, I beat on her, but I just don't hit her in the face, because you break her nose or you black her eye or you bust her lip. That's like a visual physical injury. So like sometimes like they'll punch a woman in the stomach, for example, because that's like internal damage. You could always say, well, she walked into the counter, or she fell on a table or something like that. You see what I'm saying? But like when you physically strike somebody in the eye, the mouth, or the nose, something like that, it shows up a little easier. So a lot of abusers, I've even heard of abusers punching a woman on the head. So then that way they don't have to worry about leaving that visible bruise, So a lot of these men and women are crafty. They're careful of how they do things. And then to make the situation worse, in a situation like with Chris Brown, he has these damn gang members around him, and like Karrueche and her best friend were allegedly both threatened with death. Basically, her best friend, if I'm not mistaken, said that something to the effect of, Chris said he was going to shoot up the place where they were at, and Chris Brown did release a video recently where he did say, he's the type of dude, if he can't have you, nobody can, which adds some validity to the story for some people. And, some people look from the outside are like, well, look at this video that he put out. Also, to complicate the situation further, I think it was in 2016, if not 2015, Tyson Beckford took a picture with Karrueche, and I think they shot a short video. They were hanging out, partying or something. And Chris Brown was threatening him, as well as the gang members around him were threatening him as well. The famous model, Tyson Beckford, international model, male supermodel. And it's like, wait a second. You guys are threatening models now? That's gangster? I mean, I never saw them cowards threaten Dylan Roof. When he shot the church, they won't threaten George Zimmerman. They won't threaten Michael Slager, who shot Walter Scott in the back. But these cowards are threatening Tyson Beckford, allegedly threatened Karrueche, allegedly threatened her best friend. This is just a really disgusting situation, but this is why I don't respect gangs now. They're all cowards. All a bunch of pussycats and weirdos. And for all you women out there who were co-signing this BS, after you saw what the hell happened to Rihanna, first of all, after Karrueche saw that, she should have never got with this dude. Ever. She should have left this fool alone. She should have said, nah, I seen what he can do. I don't think he's wrapped too tight. Of course, it's always, they say three different sides to the story: her story, his story, and the truth. But we saw what the hell he did to Rihanna. Karrueche should have never been near this guy. Look at who he hangs out with. Judge people by what they do to others. Judge people by who they hang out with. It may save your life. Don't just judge people by what they've done to you, what they haven't done to you. That's very selfish. And I'm just speaking this in general too, because a lot of women don't pay attention to signs. Okay? Judge people by what they do to others and who they hang around. It'll help keep you out of trouble. This is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just an idiot with a microphone. But KayCola is fine. I'm about to slide up in her DM, so I gotta go. Wish me luck. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter, Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. And I love her music too. So yeah, I'm about to go holler. Wish me luck.